What up, guys? Superdarkwater. So I'm gonna review Batman number 38. This is a one shot. It's the origin of Bruce Wayne, and this cover is kind of fake news, not really. Zsasz is in the book, and Two-Face is referenced in it, but he's not actually in the book. But it's really awesome cover by Tim Sale. I know Underground Geek really likes it. Yeah, so basically it's Tom King with art by Travis Moore. I'm not familiar with him, but it was good. I like the artwork. There's some really cool shots in it that were very memorable. So it starts out with this kid discovering, this rich kid and his butler, not Bruce Wayne, just some other guy named Matthew, discovering that his parents have been killed. And you see him talking to Bruce about it. Bruce pays him a visit, and this kid's kind of, the way he's coping with it is he is pretending that he is Bruce Wayne because his parents died, and that's just, I don't know, that's his little joke he had with his father. He would call him Master Bruce, apparently. And then, but he's still clearly really upset, and then it cuts to Victor Zsasz cutting himself, marking 2 more scratches into his skin, which is, if you don't know the character Zsasz, he's in the show Gotham. He's a fairly new Batman villain, I think, but he carves a mark into his body every time he kills someone. So then it shows that 2 more parents have been murdered, and Gordon's on the rooftop talking about it to Batman, and I think he assumes that it was Zsasz because they saw in the video feed that Zsasz marked himself. So they think he escaped from Arkham or whatever and then killed people and got back in, apparently. So he says, the new cuts, you've already confessed, just tell me the rest. And then he's like, I don't like talking. And he just says, I like cutting. And it's just like, I don't know, Batman's not getting much out of him. He says Gordon tells him that he was actually there in the cell the night of the murders, so it couldn't have been him. He just took the credit, but it wasn't him. So then Batman gets this email of like a note with some like fake Bible verse. It says, you are not alone. Jesus himself was tempted by the devil. Even he questioned, do good deeds live on? But then Jesus said, a lie, no, sin. And then it says Ned 4:1, which is definitely not a book in the Bible. And so it's basically like a riddle that he's trying to figure out. And he figures out that the words backwards or it's an anadrome, and spells out an address. And then the words backwards create, instead of do good deeds live on, it says no, evil deeds do. So this is my favorite shot in the book. You see Batman just finding 2 more parents murdered. And I don't know, it's just, this is classic Batman. Like, he's a detective. He's always finding the scene before the police find it. And goes back to Zsasz, and Zsasz kind of freaks out on him. And yeah, so he didn't kill him, basically. And then you go back to this rich kid whose parents died, and he's upset that they haven't found his parents' killer. And so these people that died, it's they're in the shape of 11, like on a clock face. And that's a clue that makes Batman think it's 2222, which he thinks Two-Face did it. And then he wakes up in the middle of the night. He's like, no, Two-Face didn't do it. It's somebody pretending to be Two-Face. Now they're going to compensate with like an address that's 22 22nd Street. So he cross-references it on his computer, and then he finds that the address that he found with the matching numbers belongs to the butler of the kid whose parents died. And apparently he's claiming all of the money. He's the trustee of the estate. And so, I don't know, this part's kind of confusing because Batman's like interrogating him and puts him in like a zoo, but then what happens next is really weird because, so this little kid thinks that his butler betrayed him, and they're talking about it over dinner and talking about how Alfred would do anything for Bruce. And then Catwoman, or Selena Kyle's like, oh, fortunately I no longer have that problem. And then Bruce is like, he says, you should appreciate him, Bruce. It's hard when you don't have a man who will do anything for you. And then she's like, unfortunately I no longer have that problem. And then this part's weird. He's like, I won't do anything. The killing of the parents, blaming it on Zsasz, then Two-Face, it's fundamentally silly, almost childish. So that was weird because I thought that implied that Bruce is saying he won't have kids with her, but I'm not sure. So then it turns out that the killer is actually the little kid, and he like carved Thomas and Martha into his face because he wants to be Bruce. And yeah, it's pretty psycho. He says, listen, you're sick. He's like, Master Bruce is the cure. And then he says, you're just a sick kid with dead parents. And then at the end he's like, well, yes, but what else is Bruce Wayne? So I don't know. It's a pretty interesting twist at the end. Good little one shot. I'm excited for this Swamp Thing. I'm definitely going to buy that and review it. But yeah, I don't know. It was, oh yeah, and then there's this guy. I don't know. Okay, so apparently he's not taking a selfie. He's like making a YouTube video, which, like, all right, that's kind of cool. I guess I'll check it out, but I don't know. Hopefully the writing's good. But anyway, yeah, so this Batman story was good, but just a little one shot. I didn't see that coming at the end. I thought Two-Face would show up. I didn't see the twist coming at the end. But yeah, I like Batman stories like this. It's definitely like an old school detective noir almost, and just that one shot of wow, that's my favorite shot. But anyway, tell me what you think about this video. Subscribe. Make sure you still subscribe. Tell me what I should review next. And thanks for watching.